Okay, this is Jim Spohrer with ISSIP, and we have our ISSIP ambassador Hemant Soni here, who's got a great idea he's going to tell us about a service innovation speaker series. So, Hemant, do you want to just briefly introduce yourself and tell us about the speaker series? We should try to do this, and I'll tell you some things it relates to in a minute, but go ahead.
Absolutely. Hello, everybody. And it's always a great privilege to be part of ISSP. And again, being an ambassador, I look forward to drive specifically service innovation because something when I was just uh, sharing with Jim was that people perceive product and services in the same breath, but product and services are two different entities when we look towards it. And one of my mentors told that you need to think through very specifically in terms of what services are, like you can build up a product and then but but in around that you need to start building up services. And the world that we are living in, I would say, they're not only from a technology perspective specifically, like we just talk about AI, and considering I'm primarily live and breathe digital transformation, being an AI expert. um, the opportunity out here is twofold. One is utilizing technology and then building up services around those technologies. So, like for an example, AI. So, where AI, like everybody talks about, hey, we are building products around AI, but it's more important to understand that how we are using an AI or within an organization AI, how it kind of one, uh, we plan new services,
Yeah.
two, we build new services, and probably at the manage, I would say we optimize existing services and incorporate AI into that. So that's the vision I have. And I, from a speaker series perspective, I believe that uh, there are other organizations out in the industry who specifically focus on product innovation. In fact, I'm part of one of that organization which specifically talks about new innovative products that industry experts are bringing in. Similarly, I also want to focus upon the services side of the industry, and that bringing in people that who are thinking about building up new services in and around that. Give you an example, something which over the years that I've been thinking, and one of papers that I have also written about that is, um, in a telecom industry right now, you would see that there is a lot of there is a phenomenon called cut the cord, where people are disconnecting their existing video services and they are looking forward to more of streaming services. Now that trend is catching up, but think from a perspective that organizations, especially telcos, they start using metaverse as a service out there, and it could be given as a subscription as a service to bundled with their internet player, internet.
Mm.
So let's take an example. So let's say your internet costs you $50, and
Yeah.
on top of it, we give you a $5 subscription for that metaverse platform where you can go hop on, build up friends, make friends, and then it eventually it becomes a marketplace where there are other players like Fortnite from a gaming perspective, or there could be other audio video players also coming in and partnering. There's specific metaverse digital concerts that are happening. Then
Right.
people can go and subscribe those services out there.
Yeah.
So this is just an example I'm talking about, and I'm trying to drive industry towards metaverse. And in fact, I'm Forbes member leader for a metaverse group as well, where I try to build up that uh, understanding in terms of why metaverse is important and how this immersive experience is growing over a period of time. But yeah.
Great. Well, Hemant, thanks for joining. And I know you're super busy, so I don't want to keep you long, but I did put a link into the Zoom chat from Haluk
Hmm.
of Amazon, and he's our new ISIP president for 2026. And I think you'll like it because it talks about the service versus product area. And feel free to drop off anytime. I know you've got a C-suite executive presentation tomorrow, and I can continue the conversation with Shima, who just joined. But thank you so much for suggesting that. I think it would be great to have a service innovation series. Haluk is also working on a ISIP credential and curriculum for service innovation that will list the
Okay.
major service innovation tools, and you'll love this. How are they being updated for the AI era? And I'm sure we could benefit from a lot of your thinking, Hemant. So we'll keep.
Absolutely. I have a couple of people I've identified who would be love to come on this platform and speak, and probably I would craft that thought process out and I would share that with you, Jim. But
Great.
thank you.
Great. All right. I know you have to prepare for a C-suite tomorrow, so I'll let you go and I'll get introduced to Shima, who just joined. So, hi,
Thank
Shima.
you. Thank you.
Hello, good,
Hi.
good evening. Actually, in Vancouver, we are the evening, and yeah, thank you for having me here.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining and thank you for signing up to be a participant in the ISSIP community. And so you're in Vancouver right now?
Yes, yes. Actually, our company that's we applied and we are a member of ISSIP now. Through this company is located North Vancouver, actually, and
Oh,
yes, our company name is Zalvatech. We work on treating wastewater um, with the help of artificial intelligence. Actually, I am the machine learning person in this company and have not much idea about other parts, but yes, I'm happy to be a part of ISIP as a member.
great. Do you know Terry Griffith by any chance? She's at Simon Fraser University. Does that name ring a bell or no?
Actually, unfortunately, I didn't have this pleasure to meet her or him. I don't know.
Oh,
Actually, our company is based on Simon Fraser University, but I am from UVic, and my partner in company is from UBC. So we need some time to uh, make familiar with other
oh,
related
of course.
people in Simon Fraser University.
Yeah, and part of this welcome is just to help you do that, and you
Yeah,
know,
thank you so much.
I'll show a few slides and maybe even a recording that our executive director made in a minute so you get a bit better idea of ISIP. But yeah, please feel free to ask any questions, connect with me on LinkedIn if you would like. And I do have a book that I co-authored, Service in the AI Era. And when new ISIP participants connect with me and take our little survey, I send them a copy, a PDF of that book, Service in the AI Era, that you may find interesting. And certainly invite you to get involved in the events and maybe even help write some wastewater treatment with AI is a very, very interesting topic. So would love to find out more
You.
about your company as well. But let me maybe just briefly share a couple of quick slides and let me find them here uh, and show a really, I think it's like a 4-minute recording that Michele, our executive director, made. So, um, this is just one of our quarterly welcome meetings. Usually just a few people show up and we say hi and get introduced. And I'm one of the founding directors of ISIP. I was at IBM in 2012. So what, 14 years ago is when IBM and Cisco and HP and a bunch of universities got together to form ISIP. I'm retired now, but I do have what we call our Give, Get, Grow. So the thing I'm giving to ISIP these days is you'll be happy to hear I'm working on automating a bunch of the processes at ISIP with AI. And I enjoy watching. I've seen over 14 years, I've seen people go Shima, from students all the way to VPs of companies over the last 14 years. So that's very rewarding to me. And my pet project is to help me grow is I'm building an AI digital twin of myself. So I've written a lot of papers about service and service innovation. So my digital twin will present them someday, I hope. Um, uh, we have a number of different programs and on our platform to help people develop in their profession as a service innovation professional and get recognition and awards. Um, we recently did a little survey and people talked about the publications and volunteer opportunities that they liked. And we do have a book series. A lot of our participants Over 100 have written books. Often it's their very first book. They said, "Oh, I always wanted to write a book," and we provide a little support, and we have a partnership with Business Expert Press. We don't run any conference of our own, but we do support, I think, over a dozen conferences now that we make blog posts about. And we have ISSIP ambassadors who connect us to those conferences and give out best paper awards for service innovation. I'm just going to run a little 4-minute video that Michele Carroll, who's our executive director, created. So she gives a nice compact overview of ISSIP that I'd like you to hear. And then I'd love to hear even more introduction about you if you've got a few minutes. So let me play this recording though. Let me see if I can find it here. Sometimes the recordings work and sometimes they don't. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's wrong. Welcome everyone. This is Jim Spohrer. Sorry, I've got the links messed up here. My apologies. There's Michele.
Hello and welcome to ISSIP, the International Society of Service Innovation Professionals. I'm Michele Carroll, Executive Director of our nonprofit organization, here with a brief message of who we are and a little bit about our programs and how you might engage with ISSIP or partner with us, help us stay free and benefit our interconnected world. We are a global community of a little over 2,000 individuals now in 1,000 organizations, all lifelong learners committed to, as you see underneath here, advancing innovation to benefit people and business and society. We do that through, with a volunteer leadership team and a bevy of programs. If you go to ISSIP.org, our website, and on who we are leadership page, you'll see on our board, our executive committee of the board, our strategy council, and the basic volunteer teams running the programs are representative of the very large industry companies from MasterCard, IBM, Cisco, Amazon, to small to medium enterprises as well. Industry, academia, NGO, and government entities. We are, as I say, volunteer managed and operated. Every year we elect a president and a vice president. We have a single part-time executive director employee, and all the programs are led by volunteers who help recruit and manage, motivate, inspire, and connect with volunteer teams. And as I say, all committed to lifelong learning. That's what it's all about. How might you engage? If you go to ISSIP.org, you'll see a programs tab on the top left. And each of these programs are regular awards and recognition and credentials, our academic industry collaboration, the AI Collab, our ambassadors program, publishing, there's free support for publishing your own, publishing a book, a chapter, white papers, conference papers, and the Mighty Me program for assessing and developing and improving your T-shape. More on the website about each of these programs, who leads it, and how you can get involved, which we would love to see. Bottom line is, at ISSIP, you're gaining access to the experts and thought leaders, back to that at the bottom here, to the mentoring and connection with those world leaders, experts in service innovation. And we encourage you to think what it is you want to give, to get, and how you want to grow in global community, and leverage the ISSIP platform to build your knowledge, experience, and brand eminence in the space. So we value your thought, your time, your talent, and your treasure if you are able to donate. We are free to individuals. Many will donate, as you see here listed, this $250 annual donation as a professional association, which is reimbursable typically by your organizations. We ask that you check that, and we very much appreciate the support that sustains us. We are wholly funded by donations from individuals and from organizations. So we ask that you please do help us stay free by volunteering your time, your thought, your talent. And if you have an organization that might be interested in partnering, again, on that donate page are those levels of contribution and the benefits at each level. And I would be the person at this email you see here, executive director at ISSIP, to talk to about tailoring a partnership that works for you. Thanks and welcome.
Okay, thank you, Michele. So that's a word from our executive director, and I see Riddhi has joined, so we'll get Shima and Riddhi introduced. You two aren't too far away from each other because Riddhi's at University of Washington in Tacoma, and Shima is in Vancouver, Canada. And let me just go back to the presentation, and I'll say just a couple more things, and then it's open discussion, and we can share introductions with each other. So I will post these slides in this recording. Vaishali Main usually runs our quarterly welcome. She's traveling with family, and so I'm running the meeting for this quarter. But Vaishali wrote a book in the Business Expert Press series called The Power of Community, Give, Get, and Grow. And here's Vaishali, and she is what she likes to give is lending her ears. She loves to listen to innovators talk about the challenges they have innovating, what they're innovating. And she says she has a nice, very nice listening style, and enjoys listening to innovators. She gets the learning the art of building global communities. So she is really keen on learning more about how to build global communities like ISSIP. And the way she's growing is with the Give, Get, Grow community mission. Each quarter, she adds some new idea to help ISSIP community members get involved. And there's lots of programs, lots of, you can follow LinkedIn groups, you can see upcoming events, you can subscribe to the newsletter, view past videos and presentations, and thank you so much for signing up for the community. And what I'd like to do now is just stop my sharing. And Riddhi, you know me because we're working together. And Shima, I'm so happy to meet you. And maybe Shima, you could go first, and then Riddhi, and just talk about who you are and what your interest in the ISSIP community is. Give, Get, Grow. It could be a framework or just anything else you want to describe. So Shima, do you want to go ahead?
Actually, it's a pleasure to meet you, to being in your community. And yes, actually, I'm not totally familiar with the process of ISSIP, and but I'm very interested in participating in any aspect that I can do with your group, because it seems that you are an international community that link different innovative ideas together, and that's a great opportunity to us as a startup company. My name is Shima Kamyab, and I have PhD in artificial intelligence, and I got my postdoctoral research in July 2025. I finished my first postdoctoral research period from University of Victoria in the field of data science, and now I'm working on the AI platform for a wastewater treatment project by Zalvatech company. My partner is Leili Abkar, which is a chemical scientist from UBC, University of British Columbia, and our team consists of a couple of interns, me, Leili, and our supervisors from UBC and UVic, and we are working on developing and designing a platform for improving the quality of wastewater treatment in mining technology, uh, so that the water would be um, more available and more cleaner through uh, less waste and less harm into the nature. Yeah, I hope I could explain well.
Yes, yes. I think that's a really great mission that you have there, and it's great that you have your PhD in the area. It seems like it's very relevant, and we do have members of ISSIP who are interested in the mining industry. In particular, there's one woman, she's a former IBMer, who is very connected to the Australian mining and mineral industry. So I don't know if you have any customers for your company. I just put your LinkedIn into the chat so that Riddhi can click on that and see the name of your company and maybe a little bit more about you. And I'll put Riddhi's LinkedIn URL into the chat as well, so you two might connect. But thank you, Shima. And Riddhi, do you want to just say a little bit about who you are? That'd be great.
Yes, thank you, Jim. Really nice to meet you, Shima. Interesting work in that space. I myself am also in the field of data science and analytics, exploring how it could be used, especially with the increased capabilities in the machine learning and AI advancements right now. My exposure to ISIP came in through my university, actually. I'm working with Jim closely on a white paper that goes into more detail about digital workers as well as synthetic data. So that's how I got introduced to ISIP, and I quite liked what the community stood for in terms of connecting industry experts, opportunities for mentorship in almost every direction. And I'm happy to be a part of this community, and I'm excited to meet you.
Great. And we should also mention that our ISSIP president is Haluk Demirkan, and he's a professor at University of Washington, Tacoma as well. And
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and upload that student CEO white paper, little first draft to the Zoom in case Shima's intrigued by the student CEO with AI project. She can read a little bit more about that. But yeah, it's been very, like I say, I've been with ISSIP now for 14 years. IBM, Cisco, HP, and a bunch of universities. We had service science programs at Berkeley and University of Cambridge, and and then service innovation was a big deal, and then data science came along, and that sort of gobbled it up, and then AI came along and gobbled that up, and who knows what's going to come along next to gobble it up. But some of us are pretty convinced that service innovation is a really important topic, and this year we'll come up with the better credentials, service innovation credentials, and curriculum to share with everybody in the community. But yeah, it's very nice. Thank you both for joining. We can make this a nice little short call. We'll post the recording to our community. I think we're really happy when like 50 people in the community view a YouTube. So, we don't, even though we have 2,000 members worldwide, we don't usually get 2,000 views on our YouTubes, but it helps people to know who to connect with. And I definitely want to make sure that our colleagues in Australia working in the mineral and mining industry know about your work, Shima. I think that would be of great interest to them. And
Right.
yeah, if you have any questions for me, please. Like I say, I'm a founding board member of ISSIP, so I've been here for 14 years. I retired from IBM 5 years ago, but stayed involved in this community because it's a good group of people, all the way from students all the way up to retired people like me and people at different stages and different sizes of companies and universities and government agencies. And I think our interest in service and service systems and service innovation is really the key
Yes,
thing that
that's
you're thinking
great.
of.
That's great. Do you mind if I send a message in LinkedIn to you and continue, yes, continue communicating and asking my questions, my detailed question through LinkedIn, because I think
Yeah,
there is not much time here in
yeah.
this meeting, but I'm interested in
Please do.
connected with you. Thank
Please
you so
connect
much.
with me on LinkedIn, and I think Riddhi and I are already connected. But please send that, Shima, and fire away with questions. And I'll be happy to send you a copy of Service in the AI Era, the last book I co-authored. But that would be great. All right.
Thank you so
Anything else we want to discuss, or good? All right. I'm going to head off to dinner then, and I think we're all in the same time zone. Great. All
Yeah.
right. Thanks again. I'll keep you posted on follow-up activities as well. Bye for now.
so
Thank
much,
you,
and
Jim. Bye-bye.
have a good time.
Yeah, I'll have a great dinner, I'm sure. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.